Good morning. I'm Lester Holt. Let me try that again. Here at Bird News Today, we pride ourselves in curating only the best and most informative bird news for your everyday life. We hope to always maintain high standards in our reporting and also ensure that you know you are getting your money's worth out of these free videos. So today, we'll find ourselves in the Journal of the Audubon Society. And we'll just start off the bat. This is going to be a two-parter. Starts with fire. A baritone retort accompanies a spray of tawny sand as a large cannon net stretches wide. Small shorebirds with white bellies and mottled orange and black feathers try to flee, but the net is faster. It settles and traps a flock of ruddy turnstones underneath. A ragtag crew leaps up and dashes to the indignant birds. With an efficiency and precision that Henry Ford would have envied, the team gets to work. Migratory birds pack the New Jersey shore for the same all-you-can-eat seafood buffets and fresh ocean breezes that attract humans. Only their journey is far more epic. Every year, tens of thousands of red knots and ruddy turnstones winter as far away as Tierra del Fuego off the southern tip of South America and travel hundreds of thousands of miles to Delaware Bay, Dunlins, semi-palmated sandpipers, sandlings, herring gulls, laughing gulls join them there. As humans feast on popcorn shrimp and fried clams, the birds pursue horseshoe crab eggs with a single-minded obsession. The bay's bountiful supply can double the weight of red knots, stripped of their energy by a week or more of flight. And they replenish that energy in just a few weeks. Shorebirds, however, pick up more than fat reserves during their stay. The mingling of so many birds packed beak to tail along small stretches of sand create a perfect breeding ground for disease. When they arrive from their winter habitat to Delaware Bay, only low percentages of turnstones, for example, have antibodies to influenza. By the time they restart their journey to Arctic breeding grounds, tests can show roughly 60% have been exposed. All human influenza pandemics begin with a strain of virus that evolved in wild bird populations. The virus doesn't appear to harm the wild birds, but it can occasionally spread to other animals and jump to people. When that happens, the outcome can be mild or devastating. In 1918, the influenza pandemic created the deadliest outbreak in recent history, killing upwards of 50 million people, 2 out of every 100 human beings alive at that time. That's why a team of scientists gathered in New Jersey Shore's Delaware Bay last year, as they have every May for nearly 4 decades, netting hungry shorebirds to swab them for viruses. It's very important to know what these viruses and their genes are doing out in nature, says David Morins, a senior scientific advisor at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, who has spent his career studying influenza and other emerging viruses. Get to the next page of the article here. The spring of 2020 was different. Because of measures enacted to slow the spread of the coronavirus pandemic, the boardwalks were empty of tourists, the seafood buffets shuttered, and much of the team that usually monitors avian flu remained in Tennessee and Georgia. COVID-19, meanwhile, was showing the world yet again how a novel virus can tear through every country on Earth, leaving hospitals overwhelmed, morgues overflowing, and economies in shambles. Unfortunately, one pandemic doesn't leave us immune to another. For decades, some experts have predicted that humanity is long overdue for a repeat of the devastating influenza crisis a century ago. It still is, and humans aren't helping. So that's it. This actually might be a 4-parter. It's a long article. There's a lot of bird news. We're here for you every day at Bird News Today.